What's going on, guys? Your boy Gamers Goon here today with our Monday, April 23rd, 2018 review for Monday Night Raw. And the show, it was all over the place. Let's just say that first. The show was all over the place. All over the place. But the show did start on a good note. We started with the 10-bell salute for the legend known as Bruno Sammartino. Rest in peace, Bruno. Prayers go out to you and your family. But we had the 10-bell salute. Always great to see a 10-bell salute. We saw it for Dusty. That was also very emotional. I was there for that. Really, the 10-bell salute is something you want to experience. I mean, you obviously don't want to experience it, but if you get the 10-bell salute, that's great. But it's something that's really meaningful if you're a fan, and it's kind of cool to be there for it. Next, we had the segment with Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. Now, in Paul Heyman's promo, it could have used some work. Heyman, he did what Heyman does. He goes out there and he insults everybody, and he protects Brock. I mean, that's what he did. He went out there and he said, Brock Lesnar does not gloat. Brock Lesnar conquers. Okay, that's okay. I like that. Brock Lesnar conquers. Okay. Paul Heyman is the one that gloats, he says. Heyman gloats over the fact that Lesnar used non-PG era elbow smashes to scar up Roman Reigns' face. Paul Heyman gloats over the fact that Brock Lesnar took Roman Reigns to Suplex City. Paul Heyman gloats over the fact that Brock Lesnar hit multiple F5s, left Roman Reigns in a heap like some piece of Samoan trash to be thrown out the next morning and pinning him in the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Biggest WrestleMania of all time? I mean, WrestleMania... Sorry for the lighting. Sorry for that. WrestleMania, it was a fun weekend. I'm not gonna lie, it was a really fun weekend. But the biggest WrestleMania of all time, there's 34 other installments of WrestleMania that can be looked at. 32 can't be looked at, so just make it 33. But 25 was a good year. 26 was also a good year. 20 was a really good year. But I wouldn't go as far to call it the best WrestleMania of all time just yet. I mean, it was good. It was okay. I liked it. And then he went on to say, and none of this means anything to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar doesn't dwell in the past. Okay, Brock Lesnar doesn't dwell in the past. Obviously. The man is a beast. Why would he dwell in the past? Come on. And then, after that, Heyman promised us that Lesnar will leave Roman Reigns in so many pieces that Roman Reigns will have to get shipped in many boxes in order for him to return to the United States. But, I mean, it was cheesy. I wasn't a huge fan of this promo from Paul Heyman. Usually I am. But Heyman just kind of went over the fact that he beat him at WrestleMania. He'll do it again at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And the fact that Roman Reigns is not really on the Lesnar level. That's all that really happened there. And I don't see a huge reason why that would be a great segment. Then Reigns came out pleading his case. He came out and he promised that he's going to bring the Universal title back home. He's going to bring it to the United States, and he's going to be looked at as a hero after conquering the Beast in Saudi Arabia at the Greatest Royal Rumble. We've all heard it before. Mr. Roman Reigns, the big dog, has to go overseas to get his title, right? Yep, he's going to be looked at as a complete enemy when he comes back. Everybody's going to hate him. Not a single person's going to cheer for Roman Reigns, and that's a shame for Roman Reigns. After as much as they're trying to get him over, he can't get over himself. Yeah, man. That sucks for you. But I'm not going to sit here and plead for his case. I'm not a huge fan of Roman. I'm not. He does the same moves over and over again. Superman punch, spear, win. There's nothing to his moveset. There's nothing to his moveset whatsoever. And Roman Reigns winning the Universal Championship in Saudi Arabia, sure, he took the belt off the beast and he's coming home the slaying beast victor. But no, I don't care to see it. We already know that Roman's going to do it. We thought he was going to do it at Mania. Thank God he didn't. But now, you know they're pulling the trigger over in Arabia. You know they're going to do it. Not a question without my mind, they're going to give him the title. I mean, I'll save my whole rant about that for the prediction video that should be coming up probably either tomorrow night or Thursday during the day. But anyways, I mean, I didn't really enjoy that segment too much. I mean, Lesnar, he's gonna get some shots in on Roman, obviously, because Lesnar is quite real when it comes to being in the ring. He's one of the most real guys that you can enter the ring with, and obviously they had to make light of that, saying that it was the non-PG elbows. But let's get into the next segment, where we saw Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens debuting their new Sami and Kevin show on Monday Night Raw. I'm actually a fan of this. Their guest on this show was actually Kurt Angle. Their talk show, I mean, it had a big show feel. I liked it. This is something I enjoyed. Owens and Zayn at the beginning, being a little cheesy here, they were like, when they were introducing their surprise guest, they started singing the Kurt Angle "You Suck" song. They were like, "You suck, you suck," and then they were going on with it. The duo with Kurt Angle in there brought up the confusion over Kurt Angle's children's situation, whether it was 5 or 6, I think. I think it was 5 and 6. But then Sami Zayn was going through crunching his numbers or whatever, and Kevin Owens, obviously being the comedic heel, which he is, he says, "See, that's your mistake. You missed Jason Jordan." And then Sami Zayn obviously was like, "Well, that's not that big of a deal. I mean, Kurt forgot about him for however many years." And that was funny. I'm just going to say, I don't want to see Kurt Angle on a talk show. I don't want to see Kurt Angle being interviewed by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This whole segment could have went well, but Kurt Angle just does nothing for me. Him on the mic ain't going to do anything. And then he went over the fact that Daniel Bryan, and Chris Jericho are all going to be in the Greatest Royal Rumble, and they're going to get their revenge over him. Who cares, man? Who cares? I don't care what Kurt Angle says. Does it matter what Kurt Angle says? Because I don't care. And then, obviously, he informs them that they'll be having a match later on in the show against Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. Now, we'll get into that segment a little later in the show. But next, we're going to go on to Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, who fought Titus Worldwide. The new duo teamed up for a tag match against Titus Worldwide. They attacked Titus Worldwide last week, so obviously, continuing up on the story, I don't want to see this feud. If it is going to be a feud, I don't want to see it, please, please, please. This doesn't do anything for anybody. Keep it as far away from TV on pay-per-view as possible. The duo teaming was evident from the start as McIntyre picked up Apollo Crews by the legs so Ziggler could super kick. That's what it says here. McIntyre here, he hits a Alabama slam afterwards. The match was kind of short, and their tag team finish is kind of cool. It was against Apollo, and it was a zigzag with a Claymore involved, so it was kind of cool. But I see big things for Drew McIntyre. I kind of think that this has held him down a level. I think Drew McIntyre's level's here, main event, and they kind of got him like here. So there's like a huge difference of where he should be, and I think that is holding Drew McIntyre back just a little, just an itty bit, just an itty bit. All right. Don't at me. Don't do it. Drew McIntyre's being held down. Next we had Elias in the ring. Okay. Elias, okay. My kind of guy. Elias, I like him. Elias was interrupted by Bobby Roode's theme song right before he was about to sing, actually, right? So everybody loves Elias, so they interrupt him with the song that everybody loves. Okay. It was a short match, though. And I did think Elias needed a victory. Elias desperately needed a victory. Elias wasn't doing anything. He wasn't getting victories over anybody. He lost to Cena at Mania. He lost to Bobby Lashley a couple weeks ago. So Elias, he was on the downtrend, right? Bobby Roode, he just came up. He just came over to Monday Night Raw, and he was on the uptrend. He was on the main event. He was the surprise in the main event. And Elias, he ended up picking up the victory here. He had a cheap little roll-up victory. And, I mean, I'm all for it. I think Elias needs to get back on that uptrend. I see big things for Elias. I do. I don't see him beating no Brock Lesnar. Don't get me wrong. He ain't beating no Brock Lesnar. But if you put him against a Seth Rollins, I'm in for that. I'll buy into that. You think I'm messing with you? That's a decent match. I don't mind that match. I want to see it. Maybe you guys do too. I don't know. But anyways, the next one we got was actually the Hardy Boy, Matt Hardy, Broken Hardy, with Broken Brother Bray. They're never going to call him that. He's still going to be called Bray Wyatt. But I'm just saying, Broken Bray or Brother Bray or whatever you want to call him. It's fine with me. Woken Bray. The match was short. Victor, he started with a cartwheel. Obviously, Matt Hardy doing his gimmick. Wonderful, wonderful, clap, clap, clap. Yeah. Matt Hardy's great. He's great. He shouldn't be fighting the Ascension. He really shouldn't. Anyways, they also showed a new tag team finisher. It's a double twist of fate there, and it was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like the move, but putting them against the Ascension, what's that gonna do for them? That ain't give you no momentum. If you beat the Ascension, you're here, and then you're like, here. Do I have a piece of paper around? To demonstrate this for you guys? Here. This is on the back of a cardboard thing. But if you're right here, you gotta hear. That's your improvement right there. That little up. That's all you do. That's all that happens. Ain't nothing else happen. Beating the Ascension ain't a big accomplishment. And maybe it was in NXT when the Ascension was hot. But no. Now beating the Ascension, that's... Breezango can do that. Nobody cares. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be able to tell you this was a great match. Even if it was. Who buys in to Victor and Connor now? Where have they been? Weren't they in catering for like a year or two now? I don't care about them. Do you guys care about them? If you guys care about them, all glory to you. But I can't give a single crap about either one of them. And I don't want to see them. So please, refrain from putting the Ascension on my Monday Night Raw. Maybe if this was NXT and they built themselves back up, you can bring them back on. But you ain't doing nothing with them. Come on. You can't be making this stuff predictable. Not too much left here, man. We got Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Throughout the show, they're trying to find their new Miz, right? They just broke up with the Miz last week. And this week, they come out and they're petitioning Rollins to start the show. They go into Rollins' locker room and they're like, last week we said our goodbyes, but this week we said hello to the future. And then they're like, look at this. And then they have a Monday Night Rollins shirt on. Both of them. They both want to join Seth Rollins. They want Seth Rollins to be their new Miz. But Seth Rollins is just like, no. And then they're like, wait a minute. That wasn't enough to intrigue you? We can be the new Shield. Seth Rollins is still like, no. So after that, they went to Balor. Now, Balor here, he also didn't want anything to do with him. Balor did not want anything to do with him. Not a thing. And Balor was offered the too sweet. And Balor, he yeeted on him. He didn't do it. My boy Balor didn't do it. And I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Balor, you could make a Balor Club. That could be interesting. That could be entertaining. But Rollins didn't need to do anything with them. Balor, maybe. Balor's up for debate. But Rollins, no. I don't want to see Bo Axel and Curtis Axel with Seth Rollins. Maybe Finn Balor. Maybe. If portrayed correctly. Next, we had Chad Gable thanking Kurt Angle in the back for bringing him to Monday Night Raw as a singles guy. This was interrupted by Jinder Mahal complaining about how he lost his United States Championship and how Kurt threw him right into the deep end right away. Then Mahal, because Gable was frustrated with Mahal being there, so he's like, hey man, you can't be doing this. Then Mahal is like, wait a minute. Are you Braun's partner that he chose at WrestleMania? Or are you mini-me? So he tried to insult Chad Gable. Then that led to a match Kurt Angle announced. Gable ended up winning. Getting a roll-up pin. Kind of. It was a weird roll pin. But he got the pin off Jinder Mahal after a failed Colossus attempt. And, well, Jinder Mahal is just back to 0-2 on Monday Night Raw, just like he rightfully deserves. But when he was first on Raw, he did not win very many matches. And now that he's back on Raw, he's not winning very many matches, and I like it. But when he was on SmackDown, he was winning everything. I don't know what that was all about. I know. But now that the title's off him, he's losing everything, and I don't really care. Great. I don't care about Jinder Mahal, and I haven't cared about Chad Gable since he's been with Jason Jordan back in American Alpha. That segment did nothing for me. Next, we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn again. And this time they were talking about, well, we're not talking about. This time it was their match against Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. Now, you put them against Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, obviously, guy on the rise. Braun Strowman's going to be one of the top guys in the future. And Bobby Lashley just made his return, kind of billing him up for the big match at SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar. So Kevin and Sami didn't look like they should be the favorites coming into this anyways, and they weren't. Strowman ended up hitting the running Balor Slam, and they ended up winning. There's nothing to it. There's no context into it. That's all that really happened. Sorry. Next was the main event, which did nothing for me. I'm more of a singles main event guy that wants to see a 1v1 match. You could have thrown Ember Moon and a Mickie James out there, or Ember Moon and a Natalya out there. But you might be like, you're mentioning Ember Moon a lot. We'll get into that after this. But the main event was Mickie James, Alexa Bliss, the Riot Squad. And they went against Nia Jax, Natalya, Ember Moon, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. This was a 10-woman tag in the main event, obviously. Nothing really important happened here. The match was not really doing anything for me up until the finish. The finish saw Mickie James going at the leg of Natalya. at her knee. She hurt the knee early in the match. And out came Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey doing nothing for me yet again. I don't want to see Ronda Rousey being this helpful character. It's not who she is. She comes out. She comes to aid Natalya, and she helps Natalya walk off after who was it? Who was it in the ring? It was Mickey. Mickey, she tried a baseball slide drop kick thing from the ring. Looked weird. Hit Ronda. Ronda gets up. She goes in the ring. She hits the arm bar. Mickey immediately starts tapping. This does disqualify the babyfaces. So, the heels did win this match. Nobody cares, though. But Ronda came out to the aid of Natalya. Helped her walk on to the back. But in this match, did anybody just witness that suicide dive that Ember Moon did? Ember Moon is a beast. Now, I already knew this, but that was a good spot. That opened a lot of eyes of a lot of fans for the ones that don't watch NXT, right? So, I knew that Ember Moon was good. I loved her finish, specifically the Eclipse. I loved it a lot. So, TakeOver Brooklyn, obviously. Always a big show. She fought Asuka. Really loved the match. And I think that was a great match. There's a lot of matches that Ember Moon's had that's been really good. And I think the best that she's done is with Asuka. And this is why I say Ember Moon should be in the main event one-on-one. Ember Moon can get it done in the ring and actually make it believable. Now, on the mic, she's still working on it. She's better than Rousey. Everybody's better than... Roman's better than Rousey. Anybody. Everybody. And whomever you find is better than Rousey. But Ember's great. And I think she should probably get a run at the title. She's not going to get it very soon. She's very, very new. She's really good in the ring, though. She is... Like Nia Jax is green in the ring. Ember Moon is golden in the ring. On the mic, she's green. But that doesn't bother me too much. Because that's not who Ember Moon is. I would really like to see Ember Moon get the title within the next 8-9 months. Will it happen? Probably not. Would I love to see an Ember Moon Sasha Banks match? Yes. Take my money. Take my money. Would I love to see a match like Ember Moon vs. Charlotte? Yes. That won't happen because they're on different brands. But yes. Would I love to see Ember Moon vs. Bayley? Yes. I mean, there's a lot of matches that Ember Moon can be thrown in, and she can put on legitimate 4 or 5 star matches. Those are some good matches. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the Monday Night Raw review, and I'm gonna be going to watch SmackDown here in a little bit. I said that very weird. I'm going to watch SmackDown in a little bit. I'm not going to it. Nowhere near wherever it might be. I don't even know where it is, honestly. But, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Been your boy Gamers Goon. Make sure you click the like. Make sure you click the subscribe. Make sure you share. Do whatever. And make sure you guys stay good, I guess. Bye.